11 years ago, I can call back to the day when I first saw Tony Stark become Iron Man in May of 2008. A 9-year-old Tony Jones was with his mom and his dad, who was pregnant with his little sister at the time. Of course, I thought it was a great movie, especially ever since an even younger me was properly introduced to the wider Marvel characters like Black Panther, Thor, Miss Marvel, who we know is Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, etc. through the game Ultimate Alliance before that. Seeing all these heroes fight together with my favorite of all time, Spider-Man, was something of a dream of mine to see on screen one day. I didn't stay to the end of the credits of the very first Iron Man, so I didn't know that Sam Jackson would show up talking to Tony Stark about the Avengers Initiative. But months later, when I left on my DVD of Iron Man 1 at my grandmother's house, and I saw this scene,
don't know it yet.
Who the hell are you?
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
I freaked out. I couldn't believe it. The Avengers were getting a movie, dog. I was lit. Then it was even solidified when I saw the Incredible Hulk with my aunt, and Tony Stark showed up again. I remember her telling me the Hulk and Iron Man were going to fight. I was like, yeah, okay. I clearly didn't listen. Iron Man 2 comes out, and people pointed out in this scene that one of the countries marked in the background while his meeting with Nick Fury at the end of Iron Man 2 was Wakanda. Revealing a special character was lurking around in the MCU at the time. And if you read the title of this video, then you know his name. That opening was just to reestablish how I got wrapped up all into the MCU. The reason why is because, as you know, Avengers Endgame is releasing this week, and the saga that started from 2008 is now coming to a close for a minute. To celebrate, a few creators I personally have been watching for a little while, which included the one who got this together, Nando vs. Movies, Lessons from the Screenplay, Captain Midnight, Brown Table, High Top Films, Mr. Sunday Movies, etc., and a few others assembled together to talk about some of their favorite scenes from the various MCU films and breaking them down, called One Marvelous Scene. They invited others to create their own video and share them, then tweeted them, and they'll put it in the playlist they have created. So I'll stand that branch out to you guys who are watching this video to share yours as well. Now, since two of my favorite parts of the MCU were already done, the ending of Winter Soldier and the car scene in Spider-Man Homecoming, I'll do my next best favorite from the most culturally important film of my time. Best Picture nominated Black Panther as a young black boy to me was pretty important culturally. Things such as watching the celebration of the culture, Marvel giving us the best villain before Thanos with Killmonger, and a soundtrack that went on to win an Academy Award was amazing. But something I thought about more upon a few re-watches was how T'Challa had to really realize what it means to be a king in the ancestral plane both times he's in there. The ancestral plane is, as was shown throughout the film, is where all of the past Black Panthers and older generations of Wakanda go to when they die, but they are able to be visited by like present kings for advice and guidance. It's the most visually beautiful place in the film, and with it being accompanied with that soundtrack, I remember it almost making me shed a tear the first time I saw it. But after T'Challa officially became king of Wakanda, he didn't instantly start running shit, you know. He was still trying to find his place even after he thought he got to it, and the audience can see it, as well as his father T'Chaka. After he hugs him, he kneels down, still in the mindset of a prince. And what was probably the most perfect sequence in the film, T'Chaka makes him stand up and the music kicks in at the right time.
I'm sorry. Stand up. You are a king.
This scene to me is one of my favorites because it's rare in the MCU that a hero is admittedly not ready to accept the position that they are given. Whereas someone like Thor was excited to take Odin's place in his first film until Odin kicked him to the curb for 90% of that film. He even admitted to T'Chaka that he was not ready to be without him since his untimely death in Civil War.
That is not what I am talking about. I am not ready to be without you. A man who has not prepared his children for his own death has failed as a father.
T'Chaka's advice to his son about how he can protect Wakanda.
I want to be a great king, Baba. Just like you. You're going to struggle. So you'll need to surround yourself with people you trust. You're a good man, with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be king.
The audience at T'Challa found out why he meant it was hard for him to be a good king, because T'Chaka was never queen. He had skeletons in his closet, due to him killing his own brother and in turn, accidentally birthing the Rage and Killmonger, which then causes T'Challa to lose the throne to him. And sends him right back to the ancestral plane. T'Challa confronted his father about the truth he chose to admit was powerful, because it's when he realized that this isn't just about Wakanda anymore. It's about what he could do on a larger scale around the world with the tech of his country.
Why didn't you bring the boy home? Why, Baba? He was the truth I chose to omit. You were wrong to abandon him. I chose my people. I chose Wakanda. Our future depended on... You are wrong! All of you are wrong! To turn your backs on the rest of the world! We let the fear of our discovery stop us from doing what is right. No more!
And to me, I think that makes him an even bigger hero and king than what the older generations of Wakanda wanted him to be. These are important because it also helps set up T'Challa buying back the block in Oakland, where his uncle was killed, turning the buildings into Wakanda social outreach centers for the community, and in the first post-credit scene with him explaining to the UN how he plans to lend their resources to the world, shows his true rise as a hero and as a king. Now I know I'm not really the video essay type, even though I do reviews from time to time, but I felt this was a good opportunity to give it a shot, because I am an actor, I love movies, and I love the MCU. Why not try something new? Yeah, but anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed what I thought about one of my favorite scenes was in the MCU. And if you haven't watched the other One Marvelous Scene videos, then I'll link the playlist in the description down below. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like, comment down below, and tell me your favorite scene in the MCU. And subscribe for future videos. I might, keyword might, do an Endgame review. I don't know, we'll see. Until next time though, peace out.